So in this video, I'm going to show you how to start working in the Raptool Designer, where you make your applications. When you're done with your applications, the applications will run on any of our Raptool clients. So these are native apps, so they're not web pages, which means that you have a lot of speed and agility and control of how the layout looks on each phone. And it's also a lot faster than traditional web pages, and you can connect to the hardware much better, to scanners and things like that, and RFID readers. And you can handle offline databases and things like that. So we have a client for PC, any type of PC, so it can be a laptop or a PC stick or whatever. We have limited support for Windows C and Windows Mobile in older versions of Raptool. So this is very limited. You can make web applications with Raptool, but the most common clients are Android, running on phones or tablets, iOS running on an iPhone or an iPad or Mac. We also have an integration engine that can get data from different systems, so it can be files if it's older systems, so it's like CSV files, Excel files, or the BC Excel, XML, and also databases like SQL, MySQL, MS Access. Web services is the most common today for modern systems to integrate to. And you can make reports. So we have a PDF designer where you can generate PDFs from the system and send SMSs when you're running low on stock or anything like that. You can also email and print from this integration server. So it can integrate to many different types of system at the same time and send and receive data back and forth from them and to the mobile devices. We also have a cloud data storage where you can store data that has nowhere to be stored in your ERP system. So this is a very easy way to set up new tables, and it has an API to it, so it's very easy to connect to it from external systems and for us to send data back. And it has a web interface where you can manage your data. So going into some of the types of applications we have. So if you don't want to make your own app from scratch, then we can basically use ready-to-go apps. So we have a retail application with your standard features that you need in a mobile device in retail. We have a warehouse management system, like a complete warehouse management system where you manage your stock in a warehouse. We have a visitor system where you have a visitor kiosk, a control panel, and a phone application to manage your visitors, and everything is fully customizable here. We also have an asset management system to keep track of fire extinguishers and laptops and things like that. So if we go over to the Raptool Designer, the top panel here is where you create a new app, for example. So that's what we're going to do now. So we just start with a blank page. And this is to open an existing app. This is to save an app, save as. This is undo. This is simulate your app or run it. And here you have some settings for your applications for COM ports and printing and version handling and so on. This is for styles. So you can create styles for buttons and inputs so they all look the same. And when you change the design once, it's going to be changed everywhere. We have different types of wizards if you want to do something special. Publish is to publish to the app server so that the clients can download it, so you can run it on your phone or wherever you want to run it. So let's get started making an app. So this is the app preview window. the first thing you do is set the screen size you're working with. So it's going to scale depending on the screen size of the phone, but you need to get the sort of right format, the right aspect ratio. So this is like a normal phone today, a bit longer interface. If you have an iPad, maybe you have a 4:3 type of screen on that, but I'm gonna make it for a phone. So I start with the text field here, and in this text field I'm gonna say the name of the app, so it is stock count. And let's put this text box on the top here and we'll pull it out so it's a bit bigger. And then we will not use a style here, but we will use, let's say, we will use Roboto. Wherever that is. Roboto Black. And then we will increase the font size to 22. Since it's a header, we'll center the text. And let's make the box around it blue here. That's ugly. We'll take this one. Nice. Alrighty. So now we have a nice header telling the user what he's doing. Then we need another text field, and in this field we're going to tell the user he's going to scan barcode. And then we need an input. So here's the input. We'll make this one a little bit larger here, maybe like that. And then we will we'll make the corners round. We'll set the font size to 16, let's say. And then we need another text that we will put here, where we're telling the user to enter quantity. And then we'll just copy this input. So you push Control C and then Control V, and you have a copy of this input here. We can make this one slightly smaller since quantities are not that many characters. And what we can do here in the input is change it from alphanumeric to numeric only, so it only supports numbers. And in the scan barcode one, we will go to MISC and enable scanner. So that means that scanner is available here. So if you have a hardware scanner, it's available. If you have a camera scanner that you want to scan through your mobile devices camera, you push this button here to start that. And let's move this text box out of the way since it doesn't do anything for our logic. So the flow will be that we go to an input for the barcode, we go an input for the quantity, and after that we want to have a go-to that jumps up to input 1. So we have an infinite loop here basically. And then I want to have a button, and this button should jump up to input 1. So if you scan the wrong barcode, then it automatically jumps to the right place. So we'll call this one cancel. So that's it. Now we are basically ready to test our app. So the first step is to save this application. I'm gonna save it as scancount.rapx. After this we can basically run it. So we run it here in the simulator. So we enter barcode, enter quantity, and it just loops like this. And if I scan the wrong barcode here, I can push cancel and it takes me up to the barcode scan again. And the only thing more I want to do here in this initial demo is to enter an output here. So this output is gonna show the barcode, so that's input 1. So let's save this again and simulate it. So now you can see that the output there is repeating itself.